She disclosed something from the past that has shaken me to the core. Hi there, welcome to Reddit Goat channel. Today we are going to have another unbelievable cheating story. But before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our daily cheating stories. I have been in a long-term relationship, almost 22 years, with my wife since we were teenagers. I truly don't know where I would be without her, and I love her to pieces and feel that she feels the same about me. She recently disclosed something from our past that has shaken me to the core, and I'm unsure of how to move past it. When we first started dating, I was a huge piece of shit. I did not treat her well at all. For some reason, I just thought she was too good for me. I was really young and immature, so I flirted and kicked it with several other girls and made her feel truly inadequate. There are several times that she caught me in really bad situations. I honestly don't know why she stuck around, because if the shoe was on the other foot I would have left, but again, we were very young. Fast forward a year or two later and she ends up pregnant with my first child. Something in me snapped and made me want to be a better man. It was at that moment that I truly committed myself to her and haven't been in any inappropriate relationship/situation since. Fast forward another year and our relationship isn't the greatest, but we are managing but dealing with typical relationship issues that young parents have: lack of communication, her resentment from past issues on my end, no time for just us, etc. I end up finding out she's been getting close with a guy from her job. This caused issues in our relationship for a few months, but we moved past it. Besides, who am I to even criticize her for something I only suspect, and after all the shit I have put her through, I deserved way worse than what I would call an inappropriate relationship with a male coworker. Eventually, we ended up moving a few states away for her to go to school and start on our happily ever after. We ended up getting a nice start, and I eventually asked for her hand in marriage and she said yes. About a month after she said she had something to tell me. That's when she dropped the bomb. She told me she slept with the coworker that I suspected all those years back. Says it only happened once and that she couldn't marry me without giving me the whole truth about that situation. Of course, I was devastated and considered leaving her, but I didn't. I feel like I already knew the truth, but again, I deserved that shit back then. We talked through it. She answered my questions and we moved past it and got married. This was really hard for me though, because I changed myself to be better for her. I also had to take into consideration the damage that I caused before I decided to do the right thing by her and be committed to her. I still had my doubts about the story she told me, but I sucked it up and moved forward. Life is better than ever. At this point, we have been married for 16 years. I can't believe how far we have come and what we have built. We are both successful and living our best life. COVID hit and we bonded more than ever. One night we had a conversation and stumbled into talking about when we were younger. The drinks started flowing and we started admitting some hard truths about our past. I answered a lot of her long burning questions and she did the same for me. She ended up telling me that she actually slept with that coworker 10 times over a 9-month period. WTF. Fully disclosed everything about their relationship and how it stopped. That brings me to my current state. Problem: I am lost. I can't believe that she could lie to me for so long, even after I've asked several times if there was more to this story. I have been broken since she told me the truth. It's almost all I can think about. I can remember having arguments about me not believing her initial disclosure and her making me feel crazy because of it. She did apologize and has acknowledged all of the damage and pain she has caused with this new disclosure. I love her with all of my heart and would not be where I am in life without her, but WTF. I don't believe she has been unfaithful since. She has been in counseling for years and is very remorseful. I am just torn because I don't know what to think of her anymore. How do I get past this resentment? How do I trust her again? Neither one of us are the people that we used to be, but I can't get past the lie. Here's the second story. I found the journal that documented the cheating and lies in detail. So I found out that my wife, 47F, girlfriend at the time, was cheating on me, 50M, for 3.5 years with 12 plus guys while we were dating and in a committed relationship 25 years ago. We have now been married for 22 years, together 28 years, but just found out 4 months ago about all her indiscretions. She has said nothing has happened during our 22 years of marriage, and I have no proof or have seen red flags to suggest otherwise. Of course, I feel hurt and sad that she lied about this and kept all these secrets from me. If I would have known prior to proposing, most likely I would have broken up with her. But now we have 3 kids and a life together for all these years, but still feel very hurt that she wasn't honest with me. She didn't tell me, and unfortunately I found a journal that documents all the cheating and lies and unfortunately details what she did that now I can't get out of my mind. I'm not sure why she kept the journal and didn't really get a straight answer or one that I understood. This has taken a toll on me emotionally. I am currently in IC and we have started MC, but still have lots of intrusive thoughts because I had to discover this and read the details. She does feel ashamed and guilty, but it is hard to accept. Even during the course of our marriage there were times that this would have come up, that she had to recommit to the lies and hold the secrets. She said she didn't know how to tell me and didn't want to hurt me and left all that in the past. I'm hung up on the fact that I didn't give consent or say I could look past this prior to proposing or marrying her, so feel like my life is now a lie. Would we have been together? Most likely not. I would not have put up with this back then if I wasn't so naive or if she was honest and told me the truth. Plus I feel like I was just the backup. She continued looking for someone better, just based on the number of guys that eventually she thought maybe I was the better choice. It sucks because we live in the town where all of this happened. We were in a long-distance relationship for most of this but not all. But I moved where she was, and so now I have to drive around the town where she was hooking up with guys. Besides all the other triggers that pop up. I have been looking for some similar examples where things have worked out, but how does someone get past this? I mean, it wasn't 1 or 2 indiscretions, it was 12 plus guys. I do believe she loves me now, but there is always that thought of being naive because she lied about this stuff in the past. Could there be more? How do you trust moving forward that she is being honest? I don't want to hurt my family with something that happened so long ago and may not have happened again. She has always been a person that has said how much she hates cheaters and liars, but now knowing that she is the biggest cheater and liar that I know. But her rationalization is that it happened so long ago when she was young and insecure. Nothing has happened since then and hasn't lied about anything else except those things. I don't know how to heal. Just to be clear, she did not have sex with all 12 plus guys over the course of this 3.5 years prior to being married, some yes, all no. That is what the journal said, and she did as much as I can to confirm. But the others were not doing nothing, there was still cheating. Here are some of the best comments from our community. She has cheated with 12 plus guys before you were married, and you really think that she stopped doing it all of a sudden when you married? I doubt that highly. When you married, cheating on you was a part of her life that she obviously loved, hence why she did it so often. I would also assume that the acts of sex were probably way above 12 plus times. For her it might have happened a long time ago, but for you it just happened recently. The pain, the betrayal all came to you very recently while she had 22 years to prepare her story for the moment when you find out. This is not so much about if you still love her or not. This is much more about that she never respected you and now you can't trust her any longer. Was she out alone in the last 22 years? Went with friends out to drink at a girls' night? A weekend getaway with her girls? A time where you couldn't reach her by phone until the next morning? Times when you were out of the house for work for a few days? When you make a decision about your future, then expect the worst unless she can prove otherwise, because her word is worth nothing. Expect that she cheated while married as well. Remember that lying to you is as normal for her as breathing. Take your time, don't rush to any decision. Get tested for STDs, better safe than sorry. Find someone you trust and talk to them, ask them for support. Please stay away from alcohol and drugs, they won't help you. Have you asked her how she would react if the roles were reversed and you would have cheated on her so often? What would she do and what would she expect from you? You are worth so much more than to be treated this way. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.